Libra, Scorpio, Cusp, the cusp of drama. It's Sagittarian Truth Seeker here, and I am here with your love reading for the month of June 2019. All right, anything you need to know about me is in the description box, and anything you need to know about Cusp will be in the comments. All right, so your overall healing energy is going to be topaz. Your crystal is going to be topaz. This means forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger. It is blocking your health and happiness, okay? And you are the cusp of drama, and that really comes from a lot of your Scorpion. If you are the Scorpio side of this, it comes from a lot of the Scorpio here. So, it's crazy, but you're having two personalities this month here. And I feel like this Libra energy that I'm feeling is the one that's trying to decide heart versus what makes sense. Analyzing whether we should go full flesh into a partnership, a romance, or how should we make this approach. It's like you guys are kind of conflicting on how should you approach love or a relationship just in general, I will say. Something is not coming in. Okay, something is taking too long. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is somebody that you're already dealing with, but it's somebody that you do care for, but you're not seeing it's not that you're not seeing any effort, you're not seeing any growth. Okay, it's like too many delays, too many issues, could be some drama included in that too. So it's like having a torn type of energy, because you also have this earth energy, Virgo energy here, where you kind of want to embark on a new journey, but this time once you go on this journey, it's going to be more you're going to analyze, take your time, and make sure that both of you are more detailed and involved in the process of the relationship. So it's just, I feel like that's why 2 came out. And even though you are on the journey of, a real intimate experience, you're still going to take a very slow approach to it. There will be no rush this time. It's just expectation. Something is delayed, and it's just delayed and delayed and delayed. And some of you may have to cut off whatever this delay is and just let the situation go. Some of you have not released the past. And I'm not really talking about the person itself, it's the situation. Because it is telling you that it's blocking. With the topaz, we're trying to unblock, release repressed emotions. And I will tell you that your Scorpio side is more of the person or the trait that is causing the repression. What people don't know is Scorpio energy is actually very patient, and it works for them. And sometimes it works against them. Because with your 3 of Wands energy, this is showing patience. This is like, I'm waiting, I'm still waiting, and I will be waiting. All right? But when too much is calculated and it's not making sense on the Libra end, this causes the drama. This causes the spazzing. This causes the emotional uproar. Even though Scorpios are patient, they're known to wait to the last minute to want to feel, to want to experience. So they wait till everything is bottled up until they can't hold it anymore. And this Libra energy, you're just steady thinking, right? And then you figure out that things are not balanced and that have not been for a long time, and you spaz. Okay, that's why it's saying block, it's blocking your health and your happiness. It's not healthy on a personal level to hold in energy. And we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo. Virgo is a healthy type of energy. They always focus on health, so that is something that we may also be looking towards, as well as our mental health, our emotional health. All right, so the outside energy that you could be dealing with, will be dealing with, or to come, is you're on 2 different levels. This would kind of be some drama coming in here, but you're in the energy of knowing what you want. You're almost trying to figure out how you want to move with this. This person is just, they're curious. they like to talk to people. They like to kind of watch people and, you know, maybe flirt here and there. But they have this detached attitude. So you have to really think about this. How could a person who is attached and in tune with their emotions, or trying to at least get back to that, dealing with an emotional detached person, you have to really evaluate that could be the delay. This could be the type of energy that you date on a regular. And it may be time to step away from that. Also, if you're coming into something new, this would also be just something saying this is the approach that you're going to have to take with this person. Very slow, methodical. Okay, you're going to have to communicate a lot with this person. They're more about communication than, you know, just feelings. They like to talk. All right, so in the shadow energy, you also have natural beauty and authenticity, and this is being yourself, because I feel like another reason why they're saying this is because you're trying to change your approach. If I don't feel as much, if I get detached from my emotions, then I take this other approach and I do it this way, maybe it'll work. And it's saying, no, be your true, genuine self, because what you're trying to do is change your own personality to fit somebody else's persona, or, you know, their lifestyle. Okay, so be careful. Yeah. So the energy that you're in at this time, you may be holding on to something. Like I already said, I feel like there's emotion somewhere, and then you also wanting to reroute. So you're going through this intense moment of emotional confusion. Okay, trying to make sense out of it. Libra, Scorpio energy, you know, it's very it's a little crazy there. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is let go of control. Like didn't I say you were holding everything in, and you're going to like spaz, or, you know, you're going to have a breakdown or something like that. And the Four of Pentacles represents you trying to just hold on to everything that you possibly can. And since we're talking about love, this is not really healthy to do, because love should be free flowing and you shouldn't have to hold on to anything. You know, it should just be equal on both sides, to where you're both giving and receiving. All right. In money, this would be more of, you know, a loss, or having to do this, having to sustain. Okay, so because you're trying to go into earth energy, you're trying to be grounded, but when you don't really have to do that, you don't really have to take that approach. Your Libra energy is going to should keep you grounded, but yet I feel like it's making your heart and your head is making you very indecisive. I really feel like that's why you have the cusp of drama, because it's just you're trying to figure out and balance both your water and air energy. Okay, so where the universe is wanting you to be at this time, there is a relationship that you have had, or there's somebody that you are clinging on to, is wanting you to release, possibly an earth sign. If it's not an earth sign, like I said, it's somebody that you have or you can see a commitment with, or you're needing to forgive that person for what has happened between the two of you. But it's releasing some type of Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, and it could be a Libra as well, or another air sign that I'm hearing. Okay, so the challenge is actually the leaving process. The stepping away from this process. Okay, because I'm seeing a lot of pentacles, which means this is something that was long term, which you can see with the King of Cups here. This is somebody that you have invested in. Okay, maybe not only emotionally, but financially as well. And like I said, your return is not all that good. Your investment is not a good investment. Your return is not a good return, is what it's showing here. But you're still feeling like, you know, if I hold this all together, then it will eventually work out. You're just like, maybe I should try something different now. Okay. So what happened in the past, there was no solution to a problem between the two of you. Okay. And what that means is one person wasn't willing to compromise or negotiate about probably the actions that they're taking as far as the relationship. There's something that they're not willing to give up. Somebody's just not willing here. And yes, this leads from just a disappointing connection between you and somebody else. And, you know, I feel like you're going to get a little bit further when it comes to moving past, but you're still going to have this kind of up in the air feeling about what you want to do with this person. You're not going to 100% cut this person off. You're really going to want to just wait a little bit longer. But there's some people that's on the outside. If you are, you know, dealing with somebody and you're thinking about stepping on the outside, there is somebody on the outside that is, you know, kind of observing you at this time, but I'm pretty sure they know that you're in a connection. You may even be aware of this person. For those of you who are single, it's time to disconnect from the thought of maybe somebody else that you had hopes of being with. It's also something that is coming up clearly. And if we keep this kind of mentality going here, trying to make things work, it's hard to create a solution to a problem when maybe we don't even know what the problem directly is. So you're trying to fix something that has to do with an involvement of somebody else. That's too confusing and mentally straining on your health. Okay? And if you're dealing with this type of energy, you being a king, it doesn't matter sex or gender, but you being in a more, you know, a knowing energy, and this person not being in a knowing energy, this is kind of played. You know, this is kind of mind games and just playing with a person, like playing with the connection, not really have any true intentions anymore, even if they had them at first. Okay? But this would also be a person who is trying to keep up with where you're going and what you're doing. And so every time you try to step outside the box, you're going to get a phone call or a text message from this person. Now, that would have to be you about how you handle this, okay? You are attracted to them on a physical level, okay? So you do have that type of attraction coming in. It could be sexual as well. But what did I already say? 60-40 connection, something that's not balanced. And this is... And it was not the normal person that you would go for, but you end up going for this person, falling for this person, and it not being what you wanted. The expectations were just different here. Now the challenge, just because it fell on this, but exploring your options is going to be the challenge here. But I feel like that's, I told you, it's a part of you that's kind of curious and wanted to step outside the box, but you're unsure. Okay? Definitely just clarifying what I've already said. So as far as, you know, just advice about this situation, because it's just stuck. It really is, you guys. We have, how many? Just crazy. But I have 6 of Swords in reverse, that's stuck. 2 of Pentacles, you're trying to, you know, really, you know, think of the pros and the cons. You're really trying to see if you could keep both of these going, maybe this connection here and maybe dealing with somebody on the outside. So that would eventually just still leave you, you know, kind of stuck in between 2 things. And then you have the 9 of Swords, which is mentally just not releasing the energy of somebody else mentally. And then you have the 8 of Cups, which is like emotionally wanting to leave, go venture out on a new journey, but just not making that decision to do for. So that will require you, and I feel like this is in reverse because it doesn't want you to just venture out there and go get somebody else's time. It's a very delicate time to just evaluate on what it is, okay? But if you are to go the other way, you get exactly what you want. So if you step outside the box, you get the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about, you know, the equal giving and receiving. It's about, you know, you guys being a resource to each other, being giving, loving, generous here. And you would step out of this 60-40 connection, okay? But the person who may be coming into your energy may not be your usual, you know, type of person either here, but it may be a person that you're really compatible with and that you can be yourself freely, and it's not delayed, you know, it's not delayed energy with this person. Soon as you do something for them, you know, you somehow reciprocate that back, and you will know that, you know, there won't be this long delay within that process, okay? All right, guys, have a blessed one.